All right, so we are officially back. Right now, I'm going to wash up. You're as clean as I can get. I'm gonna go ahead and grab this stuff for the road. Weak savior snaps, hell yeah. Grab those just in case.
Seems Bujana isn't some quack. She's got a damn good setup here.
Hello. Have you seen my dog?
This'll be the weapon used by the bastard who cut up Sirhan's.
Okay. A pouch. Open slots. Cool. Worn gambeson. Miner's hood. Alright. And weapon. Hunting sword. Okay.
Did what you asked.
And you didn't faint while doing it. I'm pleased, Henry.
Well,
I
thank
had
you.
to pour a whole Lethean potion into you last night. That's what I call
Ah!
medicine. It can either put a dead man back on his feet or make sure he never gets up again. So consider yourself lucky.
I will. But what
Alright,
about
I'm gonna pause
Capon?
one more time. I apologize. I'm so sorry. There we go.
Well, he's less lucky. That brute really knocked him about before Hans beat the life out of him.
Is there any way I can help? I owe it to Capon, and I want to do whatever I can.
You owe him, all right. I've got a bit of that Lethean potion left. It ought to work wonders on him, same as on you. But I can't just give it to him now. First, we have to deal with that fever. The
Okay.
best and fastest remedy for that is chamomile decoction. Luckily, it ain't too hard to brew, but we'll need some fresh sage for it. And, of course, chamomile. You ought to be able to manage that. You've got young legs and eyes, and I reckon a bit of a stroll would do you good.
All right.
Easy as pie. I can do that. Sage has a purple blossom, and chamomile has white petals with a yellow center. Both of them grow in sunny places. There are sandstone cliffs around here. The soil underneath might suit them.
Good lad. You really do know a thing or two. I'd never have guessed. At the back of the hut, there's a footpath leading up to the rocks. You go along there till you reach a sort of small meadow. You ought to find both of them there.
Great. I'll be back in a jiffy with a couple of handfuls.
All right. I'll be glad if you get back here soon. I don't feel right being here with that corpse in my yard. Seeing him lying there gives me chills. I can't think straight.
I could deal with
I
that too.
understand. It makes me anxious too. Maybe I could manage to bury him somewhere. Or at least hide him somewhere further off in the woods.
The Lord be praised. I'd be truly glad of that. Do you feel up to it, laddie? You ain't in the best of shape, and digging a grave's a tough job, even for a healthy fella.
Not to worry. I'll see what I can manage. It's on account of us that he's here anyway. I wouldn't want you to have any more trouble. And a bit of effort, even if it's a dirty job, is the least I owe you.
Well, if you think you can manage it, good, but don't overstrain yourself. And thanks.
Where should I put him?
Grab the spade by the dung pile and bury him by the creek. The soil will be softer there, so it should be easier. When you head out the gate, follow your nose. Find a good spot somewhere in the reeds and nettles. And when you're done with that, better have a wash, so's you don't have the stench of death on you.
True. I'll bear that in mind.
I'll
All right.
sort out the rest with Ignatius, the gravedigger, when he comes by again, so's I don't have that wretch lying here till Judgment Day.
All right. I'll get to it.
Okay. I'm gonna do another wash. To get the blood off my guy. Dung pile. Spade. Pick up the corpse. So I'm excited. I will also play through this game again once the hardcore mode comes out. I'm sure they will do it like in the last one. Okay, the pig's not going to attack me. But yeah, so like in the last one, you could pick a few things that your guy has, like bad traits.
Ah, shit. Oh, my shoulder. Oh, this bastard's hard work. You can't be in the ground soon
But yeah,
enough.
so you could pick like bad traits, and then things sell for less, and you can only save with beds. And savior snaps are just like super expensive. Oh, wrong button. But yeah, I'll definitely play through again when that comes out. I know I'm only like an hour and a half in, but gosh, I'm having fun. I'm so excited for this. Yeah, that's not obvious. Okay, let's head back. I'm gonna wash up so I don't have the stench of death on me. And I have a nice little hunting sword, which is cool.
Damn, shoulder still hurts like hell. Maybe now it'll tell me when it's gonna rain.
Okay, chamomile. Oh, that's comfrey. Some sage.
Purple flower, sage. There we go.
A few handfuls of that. And chamomile.
That's it. Chamomile. Right, I've got all the herbs I need. So back to Bajena on the double. The sooner Hans gets that remedy, the better.
I'm gonna grab a few of it because this looks like a really big patch. If this is how the herb collecting is in this game, where they grow in like big patches like this, that's gonna be so fucking nice. Because I didn't do a ton of it back in the first game. Like the most extensive amount of like searching for herbs and everything was when I was making the potions for the siege. And this will have spoilers of the last game, I'm gonna be honest. I can't really control that.
What's that dog making such a fuss about? Could something have happened at Bajena's?
Alright. Something's happening. Is this my dog? Is my dog back?
Two of them fled and they must be hiding here somewhere in the rocks. Come here and tell me who you are, or I'll drum it out of you. Lord von Bergov sent us to find the renegades who ambushed some knights' company down by the pond yesterday. A couple of them fled and are hiding out here in the rocks. So tell me who you are and what you know about it.
You're from Lord von
Do a
Burgos.
little investigation.
You don't look like it.
Kulva! Watch your tongue with me, boy. When I say we're from Von Berghoff, then we're from fucking Von Berghoff. Who else would we be from anyway? You can talk to me or talk to Cold Steel. Who the hell are you? And what are you doing here?
I'm Henry of Skalitz. I'm accompanying Sir Hans Capon on a mission to deliver an important letter to Lord von Burgov. We were the ones who were ambushed yesterday by the pond. And Sir Hans isn't fit to travel now. Please report to Trotsky that we'll come as soon as we can. And have them send us horses and some clothing. And an escort would be good too.
Shit, how about that? I didn't expect you to fall for it so easily. I was kidding you before, but I reckon you figured that out, eh? We'll take your Sir Hans with us, but we've no need of you. Farewell, Henry of Skalitz. This'll be quick, boy.
What are you?
This'll be quick, boy. Ah! You won't get me.
I'll kill you!
Ah!
You want to try? No chance.
All right.
Fuck!
I've got to get out of here.
No.
I can't handle this.
Oh, I killed the chicken too. Normally, I'd be honorable with this stuff, you know, but right now, I'm not in the position to be able to defend everything, you know. Gambison, I can use those boots. Door to chest key, blacksmith kit, bandages, a comb. And what did this guy have? Yeah, that was kind of mean, but, you know, I'm trying to defend myself here. And I don't want to draw attention. I don't know what would happen if I let them go. 10 bag. Let me see what I can do. Hunting sword, hunting sword. It's the same. Where's my weight? Oh, down here. 126. That's pretty good. Gambison. The boots are about the same. What weapon did he have? He had like a club of some sorts. Am I gonna have to bury these two? Did he drop his weapon over here? No, he had it on him. He had it in his hand. God, I feel bad. I killed the chick's chicken. Reinforced bludgeon. 40 damage. I'm gonna stick
Really
with
need to
hunting
eat
sword.
something.
Food. Let's go ahead and eat that. The bread. The pretzel. Okay. I'm gonna wash off too. Okay. I can't use this yet. She's probably gonna tell me to go make it. And I am sorry. There's 2 more bodies, lady.
Did they hurt you?
No, but I think they would have if you hadn't come along.
Sorry. I reckon it was one of those who followed us yesterday.
Look here. I almost got slaughtered twice in one day on account of you two. God be praised that my Pavlena wasn't here. Heaven knows what they'd have done to her. So, I'd like to know why all this is happening. Your friend was talking in a delirium in the night, saying you was knights. But if you two are knights, then I'm the Queen of Sheba.
Well, I must bow to your ladyship. Sir Hans is the young lord of Leiper and Perkstein. I'm Henry of Skalitz, son of Sir Radzig Kobyla, and I'm his bodyguard. We were heading to Trotsky to deliver a message from Sir Hanush of Leiper and Margrave Jobst to Lord von Bergov. But we were ambushed by bandits yesterday down by the pond, and you already know the rest. And as God is my witness, we're no bandits. I swear to you, I'm thankful to you for saving us. And I'm sorry it caused you trouble.
Well, you sound sincere, so I'll take your word for it. I hope I won't live to regret it.
Henry sounds
You
so
won't.
professional now.
I promise you.
So,
Promises
like,
are made to
confident.
be broken, but thank you for dealing with them. Except I have another corpse in my yard.
Don't worry. I reckon I've still got a bit of strength left. I ought to be able to manage it before evening.
I'd be eternally grateful to you. But be careful while you're at it. You don't want to open that wound or strain yourself.
What about Sir Hans? How's he doing?
He's holding up, I'd say. I treated his wounds and I'll change his bandages shortly. But what he needs most now is that remedy. Have you got everything for it?
Here. Chamomile and sage, like you said.
Excellent. Now to brew the potion from them. I gave you two the last of my supply during the night. But fresh is best anyways. It's a shame my daughter Pavlena ain't back yet. She'd get it done in a jiffy. But we'll just have to manage without her. But you can do it too. It ain't nothing hard. My eyes are so bad, it'd take me all day. But at least I can tell you how to go about it.
All right.
I'll brew it.
I'll try. Well, I've been at the alchemist bench a few times, but it's been quite a while.
That's grand. More than I was hoping for. And not to worry, it'll all come back to you. I have a book here with the recipe, but it'll be better if I tell you. I know it by heart.
I can read as well as any man, if that's what you mean.
My word. Maybe you really are a noble son.
I'll take the book just in case, but if you give me some advice, I'd be grateful.
Of course. Everything we need is in the hut. Let's get to it.
Okay. I'll deal with the bodies.
First, go to the recipe book. Now find the recipe for chamomile decoction, and remember what you have to do. Then get back to the bench, and we'll start.
Wine, handfuls of chamomile, handfuls sage. Wine, 2 sage, 1. Or wine, 2 chamomile, 1 sage. Add chamomile, boil 1 turn. Sage to the concoction. Okay.
All right. You have to pour right base into the cauldron. Choose the right pitcher from the shelf on the left, according to the recipe.
So the wine.
Pour in there.
Wine, of course. Like it says in the book.
Glad to hear it.
Chamomile, sage. Okay. Back to the monastery days.
Have you grabbed? To boil it anymore. All you have to do now is decant it and pour it in.
Alright. I do like the upgraded alchemy system. Seems like a lot easier to control, being able to raise it up and down. Chamomile, Mount 2.
Here it is.
Oh, by the smell of it, it's a chamomile decoction the way it should be.
Happy to help.
This should help Hans get better. I'll take care of it now.
All right. Is there anything else I can do to help?
Well, if you feel up to it, I'd be right grateful to you if you was to rid me of that damn corpse what's lying there the whole time.
Sure. I'll do the best I can.
When you're done with that, go get some sleep. You won't miss anything, and you need the rest after everything that happened.
All right. Let's go deal with the corpses. All right. So I'm going to bring them both down. And then I'm going to do the shovel process. So I'm going to run back up here. I'm going to grab this corpse too. I actually don't know if I'm even supposed to grab both of them, but I'm just going to be thorough, you know? I did read, so, backstory. So when they started announcing the game, like a while ago, I still followed all the information. But as soon as they started posting more in-depth stuff about the game, I stopped watching. So I've been like radio silent from the Warhorse Studio Twitter and the Discord and everything. Mainly because I didn't want any spoiler stuff, so that everything's fresh. But what I did read is that there will be more choice options. And like your choices will actually matter. So, I'm going to be ready for that. And then the only other thing I saw was the ability to blacksmith, and then the... what is it? The crossbows.
This damn shoulder.
So yeah, I'm trying to approach this with an open mind, you know? The berry feature is kind of cool. Okay, all three bodies have been buried. There is no evidence. Hi, Mr. Pig. Alright. Now I'm going to wash off. I'm as clean as I can get. And I'm gonna sleep and save. Alright. How long do I want to sleep for? Yeah, let's get 12 hours in. Okay, so the sleep clock goes by a lot quicker. And as usual, Henry's gonna have terrible nightmares.
Sword such as This will bring honor to...
This fuck.
Where's the fucking sword?
Why one sword? Because it's the last one my father used, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
Don't disappoint me.
Aw, Teresa. Hey! Wait a minute. Wait a minute, that's not her. Henry, don't do it.
Bad dreams. You must be Pavlena, right?
That's right. I came in the evening while you were asleep. Ma told me what happened to you.
She's
Then I
getting
helped
cute.
Ma take care of your friend that night.
But Hans, he's alive.
Alright, game, you're not
How is he?
convincing me.
Have no fear.
Henry's
He's alive,
loyal.
all right. Maybe too alive. Ma knows what she's doing, and that's the truth. I reckon she could bring the dead back to life. She said she dosed you with the strongest remedies she knows, and it looks like they did the trick. On that other fella for sure. Since he came to this morning, he hasn't stopped talking.
Yeah, that's Hans.
That sounds like him, all right.
And what about you? How do you feel?
Definitely better than yesterday. Thanks.
That's good. Ma will be glad, but I heard you yelling in your sleep and went to check on you. Bad dreams?
I dreamt of Istvan Toth, a villainous, murderous whoreson who stole my sword. The last memento I had of my father, and I swore to get that sword back and avenge my parents.
Oh, that oath must be serious if it even torments you in your sleep. Dreams shouldn't be taken lightly. They can have real meaning, however hard they are to understand. What strikes you as the most important part of your dream?
Probably the father.
Ah, without a doubt. I hope his soul and Ma's find peace.
Dreaming of a dead parent is confusing. It could mean you cling too much to the past, and you ought to find a new path. But I think it's a good thing he's more important to you than that murderer.
Thanks, Pavlina. I never thought of looking at it like that. It's a lot to think about.
You're welcome. But remember, it's only my reading. The only one who can really understand you is you yourself.
I expect you're right. So in the end, all the hard work will be on me. But this is all too much heavy thinking at once. Right now, what I need more is a little sunshine and fresh air.
Aye, that's the best remedy for many ailments. And a full stomach will help too. Breakfast is on the table, and I've got something else for you too. Come along, and we must save Ma from the clutches of his lordship.
You know what? Henry's staying loyal to Teresa. Hans can have this one, alright? I'm gonna grab a little bite. How am I doing nourishment-wise? 105? Sweet.
Look who's finally up! Henry! Come and join us! Good morning, Henry! You have no idea how glad I am to see you. Come join our banquet in the midst of these exquisite woods.
I'm glad to see you, too. I see you're in a surprisingly good mood for someone who was at death's door yesterday.
It's all the more cause for merrymaking! Even this water now tastes like the finest wine.
Of course. I did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, I am in your debt, fair maid. And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. Bojena told me what happened here yesterday. That's the 3rd time you've saved my life. I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The 3rd time? What in God's name happened the first 2 times?
Now, Henry, don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your heroic deeds.
Well,
All
there
right.
was this time when me and Hans had some fisticuffs in the tavern, and for punishment, I had to accompany him on the hunt.
And I shot a ball.
And made it mad. And when Hans chased after the wounded animal, he got caught by a human patrol.
Humans?
They come from somewhere in Hungary. Sigismund brought them here to Bohemia as mercenaries. They're a very dangerous bunch.
I told you about them, though. The fellas in the tavern in Zheleov were saying there's some foreigners like that camping in the rocks down by the pond.
What?
It's just what I heard.
Whoa, that's all we need. I hope they don't turn up here. What could us two do alone against them?
What could they want from us? But if they did come here to rob us, I'd shoot enough arrows into them to make them think twice.
Hell
But
yeah.
the thing I want to know is, how did it end up with young Sir Hans?
Well, as I said, they took him captive.
Well, there must have been 10 of them. I hadn't a chance.
You must have been seeing double. As I recall, there were 2.
That just proves how well you can count. Besides, they were armed to the teeth and had bows and armor. It might as well have been 10.
Whatever. Anyway, with a bit of luck, I managed to free Sir Hans.
Why the modesty? You got them. Maybe a stroke of luck, but as we know, audentes.
Fortuna juvat.
See now, you've finally learned.
Yeah.
What?
Ah, it's just this kind of motto of ours. Fortune favors the bold.
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a lord or a priest could know Latin? And priests they ain't. I can tell.
And as I recall, you already got a pony from Uncle Hanush as a reward for saving me. Your pebbles. So I'll save myself a few groschen.
Ah, but you never gave me anything for Talmberg.
For Talmberg? What was that about then?
The foe took the castle by subterfuge, and we planned a counterattack.
Under the cloak of darkness, we scaled the mighty walls of Talmberg Castle to get inside and open the portcullis to our brothers in arms who were poised and ready to attack.
And we almost succeeded. Only, along the way, Sir Hans here took an arrow to his noble seat.
Seat? He got shot in the backside.
My upper thigh, actually.
Backside it was. But that's no joke either. It's not easy to run with an arrow stuck in your arse. If I hadn't carried him...
I admit it, you saved my arse.
Well, now, you two have been through a thing or two. As far as I can tell, it really was his backside and not his thigh. I examined Hans and saw the scars for myself. But I reckon you paid off part of your debt the other day, sir.
Yeah, true. I'll never forget you for dragging me all the way here from the lake.
You're quite welcome. The Lords of Lipa do not leave their friends in the lurch.
Do tell. What else did the two of you encounter?
Quite a lot of things. But I'm afraid we don't have much time for storytelling right now. We came here on an important mission, and we cannot afford to dally any longer. We have to get to Trotsky as soon as we can. How far is it from here?
Not far. Once you climb the hill above Zheleov, you'll see the castle.
All right. I think we should get on our way as soon as possible.
I'll prepare a bit of food for you, for your journey.
Bozhena, I don't know how to thank you for all this.
Ah, but I do. Once we've settled our business with von Bergov, I shall reward you as befits a knight. You have my word of honor.
Now you've got me curious. I never got a knight's word before.
For a start, you can leave me that spade. We can't manage without it.
Yes, of course. And thanks for everything you've done, Bozhena.
I have something for you, Henry. Ma had trouble because of you, but I know you didn't do it on purpose, and you protected her when she needed it.
I don't need anything.
I want to thank you for that. Take this potion. It will help when you're in danger or don't know which way to turn. Have a little sip each time, and it'll save you a lot of trouble. You'll see. It's not all that hard to brew. With a bit of practice, you could manage it yourself.
Thanks, Pavlena. This'll come in handy.
No doubt. But we'd better get going now.
Hans is right. We're very glad we met you. And we're obliged to you for your help and hospitality. God bless you.
And you too, sirs.
As Henry says, may God bless you for your generosity and your healing.
Honestly, great way.
The gratitude of the House of Lipa for all time. If you should ever find yourself in need, the doors of Perkstein shall always be open to you.
Thank you, sir. Though, I'm not sure I could find the way to Perkstein. Hopefully we'll never need to take up your offer.
If I'm being honest, this was a great seamless transition into, you know, telling you the backstory. Like, I'm really impressed on how they did that. You can pretty much hop into this game without any knowledge of the first one, and it'll cover everything. Alright, let's go to Hans and let's set off.
Nothing against the hospitality of the good women folk here, but I want to get to Trotsky Castle right away.
What about the rest of our company? Could someone else have got away?
You saw for yourself. They didn't stand a chance.
What about my dog?
But you're right, we shouldn't just leave it at that. As soon as we get to Trotsky, I'll make sure they get a proper Christian burial and their souls find peace.
And when we get back to Rattay, we'll have a mass served for them.
You're right. They were damned good lads. I've known Oates since childhood. Damn it.
And what about Mutt? He's bound to be looking for us, and we can't just abandon him.
Henry, I like your dog, but that's not our priority right now.
He saved my skin.
So did I. First Trotsky, von Bergov and the mission, then we can look for your dog.
All right. But the moment things are sorted out, I'll go looking for him.
I'd expect no less of you. So, should we get going?
Hold on a bit. Before we hit the road, there's something you should know. I have a hunch that one of that band that ambushed us at the pond was Istvan Toth.
Toth? Are you yanking my pizzle? He's long since over the hills and far away.
I know how it sounds, but I saw him. Believe me. I'd never mistake his ugly face after all that happened.
Of course, Henry. I know you have accounts to settle with him, but that's nonsense. Toth is in Sigismund's service and is harassing his opponents. And Otto von Bergov is one of Sigismund's allies. So Toth's hardly going to attack his people. It was dark. God knows what you saw.
I saw him, the bastard, and I'll get him.
Yes. We'll surely get him one day. I promise you. And your sword, too. But I don't think either of them are around here. But I see you haven't wasted any time and found yourself a weapon to replace that sword. That's good. You never know when you might need it around here. Come on, let's get going. Your mind will turn to better things along the way.
All right. He's convinced me. She's bringing us food to go. What a nice little family. Aww. Oh my gosh. They gave us some Grasham. What a sweet old lady. I'm gonna be honest, the cutscenes from like the last game to this one, fucking impressive. I just have it on a stick. Are we getting a double intro? Yeah, props to Linka. Audio, great. Martin Kozak with the environment. Character artist, Anna, yeah. Scripter, Ziegler. Jacob Polick. Peter Paul. Martin Stiles. George Tech. QA Lee, Joseph. Alright. Art director, Victor. Designer. I'm gonna be honest, like, this looks great so far. Han Volta. Yeah, the music already is impressive too. Like, there was a lot of work put into the first one, and they've really taken the money they made from that one and put it into this one. Hans, don't think about it. Hey, the castle. I'm gonna be honest, we don't look too noble. Ugh. Actually, Hans, we don't have the message anymore. The message is gone, buddy. Where the fuck is everyone? Oh? Son of a bitch. God damn it. Well, this started off pretty good. He's covered in shit and everything. Oh no. We need to get him a bath. Drink? I fucking knew it. Oh gosh.
What the fuck was all that at the gate? You tried to talk to them and get shit poured on your head.
Different lands, different customs.
God's holy britches.
Well, I expect they've had trouble with beggars at the castle, so they act without thinking.
Oh, really? Well, I'd never have figured that out. I'd rather hear some cunning plan how to get out of this shit. Huh?
Well, we could track down those bandits and get our letter back. With that, they'd have to let us in.
How do you intend to do that? Ask them nicely. Please, kind bandits, pretty please, can we have our letter back? Or do you want to charge them in these rags and hope our stink knocks them out, eh?
No, we can't take them on alone. True. We should go back to Rattay and get reinforcements.
To Rattay? You just don't get it, do you? We can't go crawling back like this.
Yeah, that's
You're a
true.
laughing stock.
I suppose you're right. We'd be taken for total idiots.
Well, you could shrug that off. But me, we've got no message, no coin, nothing but our ragged arses.
Chin up. We'll sort it out somehow, and everything will be fine again.
Nothing will be fine, my friend. I'll tell you 4 reasons why. Oates, Tankard, Conrad, and Nicholas. Instead of sitting here with us, having a chat and a laugh, they're just food for crows in some godforsaken hole.
We'll go back and bury them as soon as we can.
Yeah, as soon as possible. They were good Christians, even though it didn't always seem that way.
We'll keep the promise we made at Bajenis. The best way to honor their memory is to finish our mission. We'll get inside the castle. You'll see. We'll avenge our lads and go back to Rattay with our heads held high. I promise you that.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Food. About bloody time.
What are they giving us?
Here we are. What is this?
Oh shit. Henry, think of Teresa. Oh, Henry, think of Teresa, man. Don't fall
God
for
be
that.
with you. A full pitcher of wine, please.
My word, that's a picture and a half. I ain't seen you here before. Who sent you? Not them nomad vagabonds, I hope.
Don't worry. I've come from the castle. I'm Catherine, and I've got the lovely job of keeping the soldiers' throats wet.
Ah, that's another matter then. Oh my. Ugh. Can you smell that too?
Oof. It stinks like something died here.
Hello.
Sorry to interrupt.
Jesus, fella. That's a bit much.
Hey, youngster, if you want to go around mixing with my guests here, go and wash the stench off yourself at the trough first. Stinking up my establishment. I heard you talk about your cat.
Okay.
Poor Captain Thomas might never get back on his feet.
My knees and...
Him and his men were attacked by bandits. Most of them are dead.
Jesus Christ.
Lord von Berghoff is beside himself and won't allow his soldiers out the castle.
Like you wanted to touch the sun.
Why they sent you for the wine?
I'm stretched out. I tried to finish. Exactly.
Wow, this is a cool tavern. A lot of life.
Sorry to bother you, but I've seen you before.
Oh, eh? I don't remember. Hold on. Are you the boy that cleans the pit under the castle shitting hole?
No.
We saw each other by that pond.
What pond? I haven't been at any pond.
Yes, you were. You were attacked there by some bandits. You, some other women, and us too.
I have no idea what you're on about. I work at the castle,
Maybe she has a
and
twin.
I wasn't at any pond.
You were washing laundry, and these bandits attacked you. I was in the water, and I distracted them from you.
That's nice of you, helping some unfortunate girl. But it wasn't me. You're mistaking me for someone else.
Believe me, I would have remembered.
I can handle the likes of him myself. Thanks for the wine.
I don't know what's up with you, but I know you were there. I need your help. You owe me that much. We need to get to Von Berghoff. And you're the only one who can confirm who we are.
You can't get into the castle. And even if you could, that was the king's messenger.
Okay. Yeah, Henry, you're getting a little too touchy, man. I have to pay off my debt.
Why are you standing here like a pillar of salt? Are you ready?
Always ready.
Glad to hear it. You pair ordered a lot more than you paid for, so you'll work your debt off, like I said.
Okay. Let's do it.
Right.
Henry always works
What
his
do you
debt
want us
off.
to do?
Over there by the gate, there's a cart with sacks of flour from the mill. My old man was meant to take them into the house. But as soon as he got a sniff of work, he vanished into thin air. The second door in there leads to the pantry. That's why I need you to haul the sacks. You have to lay each sack on the planks, so they don't touch the damp floor and go moldy. If you just chuck it on the floor in the corner, it'll spoil. So do it properly. 2 men can finish the work in a jiffy, and then we'll be quits.
All right.
All right.
We'll do it. Carrying a few sacks won't kill us. For sure, it's less daunting work than fighting bandits in the woods.
Aye, it's terrible about them bandits. We never had nothing like that here before. Like it or not, you can't pay what you owe me, so I'm putting you to work. Is that clear?
All right. We'll do it.
Glad to hear it. I can see you ain't stuck up like your mate. Where are you actually from, if you don't mind me asking?
Skalitz.
Never heard of it. I ain't been further than the back off me whole life. But I
The
know
back
this
off.
place inside and out.
All right.
I heard some talk about some wedding being planned here.
Ah, nobody's talking about nothing else. Young Lord Sameen is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush, our Truskovitz bailiff. And it's going to be a grand affair. When rich folks get married, that's a feast that's a lot different from when some tanner gets hitched to a bathouse wench.
Could I get to the wedding somehow?
I don't know about that, lad. It's for invited guests only.
Where's the wedding going to be?
At Sameen, of course. I expect old Sir Jan and our bailiff will try to outdo each other in showing off their wealth.
Okay.
Will Lord von Bergov be at the wedding?
How should I know what his lordship's plans are? But most likely he will be. Sameen is his vassal. What's that?
Oh, nothing.
If you want to find out more, there's a couple of invited guests having an ale over there. Young Svaja there. He's the bro...
I'll go and discuss it with my friend.
And careful with them sacks. I don't want you ripping them or anything like that.
The Lion's Crest, that's the bonus mission I unlocked.
I talked to that woman from the pub.
I noticed. It didn't look like she was too pleased to see you, though.
The main thing is, she denied ever being at the pond.
It's definitely her, though. You don't forget a figure like hers.
I got the feeling she didn't want to talk about it for some reason.
Hans' memory.
I did get something out of her, though.
What?
I wouldn't be if
Don't
Hans
keep me in
guessed
suspense.
bra size
Von
and
Bergov
everything.
is about to leave the castle.
34 Cs.
If he pledges to Sigismund before we can get to him, everything's fucked.
Calm down. Let me finish. There's also going to be a big wedding in the region. Some Lord Semine is getting married. It looks like it's going to be a huge event.
Why should some wedding in a shithole near Trotsky be of any interest to us?
Because it looks like Von Bergov will be there.
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry. So all we have to do is get on the guest list. And that shouldn't be a problem because you've got a cunning plan, right?
I'll come up with something.
I hope so. You can't expect me to do the thinking for both of us all the time. We'll ask the locals and see.
There's something else we have to sort out first. I spoke to the innkeeper,
I noticed that too.
and we can work off our debt. All we have to do is carry a few sacks of flour from that cart to the pantry. If we both do it, we'll be finished in no time.
Lug sacks? Are you yanking my noble pizzle?
I'm serious.
I can't work. I'm a noble. What if someone saw me?
Look what you're wearing. All right.
All right, I understand. I'll carry them by myself.
I'm glad you know your place.
Although, a couple of sacks wouldn't kill you, eh?
Henry, haven't you ever heard of the 3 states of man?
Would that be some aristocratic excuse?
Not so fast. It's God's law.
Oh, let's hear
Oratoris,
this.
the priests who pray for us. Laboratoris, the plebs who shovel shit and pay taxes. And Bellatoris, the warriors who protect the ones on their knees or in the fields. Now, which am I? So if you find me a sword, I can get to work. But wield a pitchfork or carry sacks? That's against God and nature.
All right,
I
fine
understand. I'm in your service, so I'll carry all the sacks. Even your share.
Thank you, Henry. And don't worry, I'll pay you back for your hard work.
I'm on it.
Thanks again for accepting it with humility. And fear not, friend, I'll repay the favor.
How? By giving me a large estate?
That too, of course. Maybe 2 estates.
All
but
right.
above all, once we're out of the worst, I'll help you find your dog. As soon as we
Done.
have at least some gear, we'll head into the forest and find Mutt in a trice. Although, if you think about the 3 states of man, looking for lost dogs is more like a huntsman's work. But let's pay no mind to that.
That would be kind of you.
I knew you'd be pleased.
Okay. Carry the sacks. I'll pay off the debt first.
You're not the fella who's supposed to carry the sacks.
Oof. That isn't half heavy. Oh.
I'll work off my debt here, you know? I'm gonna be honest, so much more life in this game.
Just a couple of... God bless you.
You know, gotta do the work that the nobles won't do. Because my guy's kinda, I don't know, he's half noble, right? Radzig's son. Simple woman, Radzig's son, you know? I mean, half noble. That should count for something. But hey, carrying a few sacks for an estate? You know what? He'll owe me. He will.
I certainly did not.
Stein and all my...
You're just a village yokel.
How dare you?
Han,
I am the son of the bailiff.
don't piss off the bailiff's son. Come on, man. Lay low. You know, he's worried about doing this work, but he's dressed kind of like a beggar, you know? Doesn't look too noble. Not at all. I'm gonna look in here real quick. Yeah, this looks good.
What did you say?
God damn it.
Say it again. It was their own fault.
What do you mean? They attacked themselves? What the fuck are you trying to say?
Everyone knows it's dangerous around Trotsky. Making camp in such an unprotected place is suicide.
Where else were they supposed to make camp, smartass?
Somewhere in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond. Only a fool would do that.
God damn it.
Stop insulting our dead companions.
What dead companions? You think I'm gonna fall for that cock and bull story?
Pack it in, Henry. There's no point in arguing with this yokel. He fancies himself as a military strategist.
I don't believe a word you're saying. A weed like you surviving a fight against bandits even von Berghoff himself has trouble with?
Believe what you like, but I'm telling the truth. And in fact, I'm willing to overlook all your insults if you apologize right now. And invite me to that wedding.
Oh, you want to come to the wedding, do you? Huh. I'll give you a piece of advice, pal. If you can make yourself useful for the blacksmith or the miller, you'll get to the wedding. You'll see the glorious occasion, at least from a distance. And you can stop spouting your pathetic lies.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein, and I demand your immediate apology.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. You're starting to bore me. You and your silly made-up name.
No apology, then. It looks like I'm going to have to teach you a lesson.
Oh, I'm so scared.
There's no point in this. Let's leave.
I'd do what your pal says if I were you. Get lost before something happens to you.
I give you a chance to apologize, and you keep insulting me? Get ready to pick up your broken teeth with broken fingers.
Oh, I'd like to see that. Come on, then.
You scum!
Not the bailiff son. Ooh. God damn.
Hey! Get him!
You're no match for us, fucker! Now we'll have you, you scum!
Don't spare him! No chance! Shit!
What do you want?
Double team? What the fuck?
Don't spare him!
No match for us, fucker!
Let him have it. Yeah.
Now you're finished!
Slice him up!
What's it to be, you wretch? Talos?
You want to try me?
Now we finished it.
Okay.
Hey,
Oh boy.
Scheiße! You won't get me!
All right. Hans, no. Oh, fuck. God damn it.
Keep your mouth shut.
Good throw. Don't do it.
Not his lordship.
Thankfully, it's the women and old ladies that are throwing. If they come out here with like a 6-foot-tall medieval baseball player, we're fucked. We're getting stoned
Who
to
the
death by
hell
a
do you
tomato.
think you are? Well, nothing to say for yourself? Just as well. It's your fault we're in this fucking pillory.
What? Who started quarrelling with the locals in their tavern? We should have made ourselves scarce. None of that would have happened.
Oh, aye. Typical you, running away
Oh,
like a
don't-
coward.
don't hit
If
me
it
there.
hadn't been for me, we wouldn't have even been in that tavern. We've been in the shit right from the start because you had to play at being the knight in shining underwear, saving damsels in distress.
I don't believe it. You're trying to put the blame on me? Just like that?
Who else is to blame? You're just a simple peasant who has no idea how the world works.
Hey, let's just stop all this arguing. It'll just make things worse.
Fuck you. I've had it up to here with you. With you and your pontificating. You were supposed to make sure nothing went wrong. And how did that turn out? It was me who had to save your life. You're fucking useless. You couldn't even keep an eye on your own mutt.
Oh, that's enough. This isn't getting us anywhere. I understand you're downcast after all that happened to us. And I understand you need to take it out on someone. I can take it. But we shouldn't forget we have a job to do. And do it we must. Together.
That's exactly what I'm doubting. Everything goes to shit when you're by my side.
You don't really mean that. Calm down.
I'm perfectly calm. That's it. My life went to shit from the first moment I met you.
No.
And I've only just realised it. You're like a ball and chain. And I'd have bagged that wild boar too if it weren't for you.
Well...
And none of the rest would have happened. I wouldn't have been showered in shit.
Oh, come on, Capon.
Don't you cape on me. Not another word. I have to consider what to do next.
A whole night like this. I don't think we're getting the wedding invitation. Oh, they rode off. No, he yelled and just gets slaps in the head. Yeah, oh shit's right, man. Oh. All right. It's okay. It's a friendship arc. You know, there's going to be some fighting in this. Crime and reputation. Pretty much the same consequences. You're unsafe when people catch you. Reputation, unrest. If there's a lot of crime, people will become more vigilant.
I really do need to find some job. I'll find mutt without you. You stuck-up
All right, so I'm going to pause it here. This will be the end of this one. We'll start it next time.
Over here.
I'm going to go see what she wants. And I'm also going to see if I can pay the rest of my debt off in the next one. All right, thank you so much.